Good morning, motivators. Hey, everybody, how are you doing? Listen, the reason why I call you all motivators? Good morning. Good morning. The reason why I call you all motivators is because I'm not the only motivator on this broadcast. Every time you have the opportunity to get into social media, you have the opportunity to motivate someone else. Every time you pass someone while you're walking, in the grocery store, you have the opportunity to motivate someone else. Every time you see someone, good morning, Denise. Every time you see someone, at church or in passing at the daycare or wherever you may find yourself, you have the opportunity to motivate someone else. So as long as you can hear me and see me clearly, I want you to go ahead and share this broadcast and put yourself in position as a motivator. We are all here on earth to do a good work. And you can start off doing that good work by sharing this broadcast with someone else. So good morning, everyone. My name is Coach P. Angela Jones. I am a life coach, a marriage coach. I am also a senior leader here in the SheEO district, as well as the director of SheEO C.A.R.E.S. Y'all listen. I love SheEO C.A.R.E.S. So quick story or quick understanding of SheEO C.A.R.E.S. SheEO is a woman CEO, and C.A.R.E.S stands for Christian Advocates Reassuring and Empowering Our Sisters, because we are our sister's keeper in the SheEO district. We are looking out for each other. We're looking out for our sisters. We're making sure that the woman behind the business is good. And so the C.A.R.E.S department, it comprised of several ladies who labor before the Lord in prayer and in strategy to make sure that anyone in this district that needs prayer, that needs wisdom, that needs spiritual guidance, that needs a shoulder to cry on, that needs to vent, we are available to you. So I want to make sure that you have all of the tools necessary to reach the C.A.R.E.S department before I get into my motivation. Real quick, y'all, in the event that you need prayer, we have a 24-hour prayer line, and you can reach us at the SheEOdistrict.com. On the top left corner, it'll say SheEO C.A.R.E.S amongst all the other departments. You click on SheEO C.A.R.E.S, you submit that prayer request. Somebody is going to be praying for you and your situation in the next 24 to 48 hours. And when I tell you all that we have seen great results, and when I say great, I mean miraculous. So God is with us over here in the SheEO district. And when you come into a place and you recognize that God is there, you want to get involved. So it is completely and absolutely free. If you want to be prayed for, if you have a situation, if you feel like I need to be on somebody's radar, I need somebody to know what's going on with me. I don't want to be an island by myself like P. Angela, Coach P. Angela have often been. SheEOdistrict.com, top left corner, SheEO C.A.R.E.S tab, and let us know what's going on in your life, in your business, in your mind. Whatever you need, we will make sure that we will do our best to connect you to the resources that we have, as well as pray for you so that you can know that somebody on this planet loves you and cares about your business. Today, I want to talk about alignment, posture, and knowing when to put things down. This is the month of June. We're closing out here. This is our last Thursday of June, and this upcoming Monday will be our last message on alignment. All month we've been talking about alignment and the action steps that we can all take to get aligned, to make sure that we're lined up with where God has us, to make sure that we are in sync with where God wants us to be. And I want to talk about putting down things that are too heavy. When you are carrying something that's heavy, you really are carrying it in your core. You guys can't see me, but I'm pointing to my stomach. You're really carrying it in your core, and your core is comprised of your abdominal muscles, as well as your back. And so when you are carrying something heavy, they say you're supposed to bend with the knees, pick it up, lift with the knees, and hold that core in. Bring that belly button into your spine. Come on, yoga people. Bring that belly button into your spine and hold that heavy thing so that your posture is upright so that you don't hurt your back. And so sometimes we don't do it like that. We're in a rush. We've been down to pick up our child. We've been down to pick up a box. We've been fussing and asking somebody to help us with something and they haven't gotten around to it. So we just pick it up without a care. And then, oh my goodness, you can throw out your back, you can pull a muscle, or you can get your spine out of alignment. There are times where the things that we do, the activities that we do, whether we mean to or not, can throw ourselves out of alignment. So today I want to talk about, what are you carrying? What are the heavy things that you're carrying that you don't need to carry? What are the heavy things that you're carrying that you picked up a little too fast? What are the things that you're carrying that once you picked it up, you realized it was too heavy for you and you didn't put it down because you just said to yourself, you know what? I got this. What has actually thrown you out of alignment that we can continue to work toward, work on, and ultimately put down so that we can get our spine back to where it's supposed to be? Well, one of the things that we pick up, y'all, all the time is other people's problems. Listen, we pick up other people's problems all of the time. We pick up other people's concerns, other people's issues, and all of us in this room have one thing in common. We are women, and women are notorious for picking up things that we have no business. We'll pick up a friend's issues. Okay, well, girl, my girlfriend, she need a ride for the next 6 weeks to work, and and don't count up the cost. Not only the cost of picking her up, that may not be anything to you, but the cost of waking up early, readjusting your schedule. What if she runs late? Now you're late. Picking up things we don't have no business picking up. What about when you pick up things from your spouse that you don't have no business picking up? His issues, his work concerns. He comes home from work and lays out all those things that he may be going through on the job, or maybe going through as he builds his business as well, or maybe going through with family members. And you sit there and you listen and you absorb, and you want to be a good wife, you want to be, or a girlfriend, or a good supporter. And without even knowing it, you didn't give it to God. You put it right into your lap. What about all those things that our family members call on us and lean on us for? We done picked up the weight of everything that really doesn't belong to us. And we've made it our own box. We've made it our own way. So now we over here stuffed with all these things that don't belong to us, and we're trying to run a business. Our spines are out of alignment, ladies. We've got to learn how to put that stuff down, so that we can even begin to work on alignment. So as we've been talking about alignment, I say, you know what, God, I feel like even in me, there are some things I have to put down so that I can even begin to get aligned. I have to let go of some things so that I can straighten myself up and get my posture correct, because my posture is being affected because I have so many things in my lap. What are some other things that we pick up that are too heavy for us? Things of our past. Have you ever sat back and thought about all of the things that you could have done if you would have known what you know now? I know that's a popular thought and a popular saying, but sometimes those things can sit with you, and regret and guilt and shame can now get into your lap, and now you're just holding on to some things that are too heavy for you. Guilt, shame, and regret for things that did not take place in your business, did not take place right in your life, did not take place right with your family, college, things back in the old days. Those things are too heavy for you. They're throwing your spine out of alignment. And when I say your spine, I'm not necessarily talking about your physical spine, but I'm talking about your spiritual and emotional and mental spinal health. your backbone, your wheelhouse. Sometimes those things can be thrown out of whack, and you can have a good intention up here saying, you know what, I really want to go forward in my business. I really want to push through. I know I can do these things God said I can do, but you're out of alignment, so you can't really make any moves. Because I don't know if you've ever had back problems or back pain or been in a car accident where your spinal, your discs were out, if you ever had a herniated disc, or you just had a plain out backache, but baby, you can't do nothing. You're not going anywhere. You can't make any moves. You are, like my mama used to say, down for the count. You can't go nowhere. But in this scenario, we're talking about mental, emotional, and spiritual things that keep us on our backs and not being able to move, that keep us on our back and not being able to do the things that we know we're called to do. What are some other things that we pick up that are way too heavy for us? One thing that I recognize that we picked up, that I pick up, that's way too heavy for me, is being able to say yes to everything. When you become a yes woman, baby, you are automatically throwing your back into a place where you can't move. You have got to be able to say no and balance that with love and with grace. And there are so many resources out there. If you type in Google and say how to say no, there's like 100 ways to say no to somebody so that you don't pick up tasks, so you don't pick up assignments, so that you don't pick up anything that's not meant for you to do. Because any of those things that I just mentioned can be a weight on your core, and your core is comprised of your back. And if your back is out of alignment, sis, you're not moving. I don't care how much money and time and energy you put into it. If your spine is not sitting up straight, you can't go where you're supposed to go. So I don't know where you're at in your business today. I don't know what stage you're in, but if you feel like there's some inability to move, this one thing I want to ask you: put some things down. Is there anything that you can put down today and say, you know what? Not today. I'm going to put this down. I got to get my spine in alignment. I have to make sure I can move, because I prayed for the rain in May and I'm getting myself in alignment in June so that the rest of this second half of this year, I can run, I can sprint, I can make it to my finish goal, my finish line, and I can finish strong. The goal of every year, every fiscal year, every business year, and every calendar year is to finish strong. So these things that I'm talking about, they may seem like, oh, they're kind of random, but for me, they're all lined up to help you, to prepare you to finish strong. Because as long as your back is in alignment, baby, you can run long distances. You can do a lot of things. You can squat low, honey. You can jump high when your back is in alignment. And so today, I want you to ask yourself, is there anything I need to drop? Is there anything I need to let go of? Is there anything that I need to put down so that I make sure that my spine, my mental spine, my emotional spine, my spiritual spine is intact? Last but not least, ladies, women of all shades, of all nations, of all languages, we have a tendency to put others first and ourselves last. This second half of the year, we are collectively going to be intentional about not doing that. We can't go where God wants us to go in business, in our hearts, in our minds, within our spirits, with our families. We can't run this race with putting ourselves last. So today I want you to go to the chiropractor. You know who the chiropractor is, the great healer. I want you to go to God today and say, God, I need to lay some things down so that I can get my posture back right, so that my spirit, my mind, my heart, my emotions can get in line, because I know we got a good race to run this second half of the year. Can you help me with that? Can you give me insight onto the things that I need to put down? Can you make me aware of what I need to let go of? Can you help me say no when I need to say no, so I don't pick anything up and put more weight on my spine than is needed? Lord, could you help me with that today? That's my prayer for you, is that you release all the things that are too heavy for you today, because your spine matters. Listen, y'all, I love you. My name is Coach P. Angela Jones. Every Monday and every Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, I am right here motivating you and encouraging you. You may see my face, but I have an awesome team. We build these messages together because this broadcast is really a ministry. It is the heart of our CEO, Kelly Bowens, that we reach people for Christ as business owners. She is a spirit-filled Christian, and the women on our team, on our leadership team, we trust and we believe in God. So you don't have to be a Christian to be a part of the SheEO district, but just know that the foundations of this organization were built on Christ, and we're here for you, to love you, to support you, to encourage you, to make sure you're good in every way possible. So if you need a mental health check-in, if you need a little chiropractic assistance, listen, I'm not the chiropractor, that's God, but I'm one of his assistants. So if you need some help, come on and go to SheEOdistrict.com, top left tab that says SheEO C.A.R.E.S, and send in a request form. Let me know if your mind is a little out of alignment. Let me know if your emotions are a little bit out of alignment. Let me know if your spirit needs a little bit of adjusting. And my team and I will pray for you, we'll reach out to you, and we will help you get back to where you need to be. Set your alarms for Monday. Set your alarms for Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern, because it is our celebration broadcast. So the last broadcast of the month is our celebration broadcast. You get to meet the entire C.A.R.E.S team. They get to share with you the things that God has been putting on their heart about the message. And it's just an awesome time to connect with us in a deeper and more intimate way. So I look forward to seeing you all on Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern. God bless you guys. I pray this was an encouragement to you. Listen, talk to the chiropractor, baby. We got to go forward. We have somewhere to be before December 31st, 2021. Okay? Love y'all. Bye-bye.